Why can't we just be like everybody else? Why can't we just be normal? If we could just be thought of as normal. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, Day 5 of Ray A to C. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 14. Verse 1 says, "You are the children of Yahweh your Elohim. Do not cut yourselves, nor shave the front of your head for the dead. For you are a set-apart people to Yahweh your Elohim. And Yahweh has chosen you to be a people for himself, a treasured possession above all the peoples who are on the face of the earth." And then follows dietary commands. When I was a kid going into grade school, I quickly learned that I wasn't like everybody else. No one else in my school had the last name of Phillips. There were all kinds of common names, Jones and Clark and so on. And no one besides me. I was the only one named Barry. There were a lot of Davids, Waynes, D. Waynes, Billy's, and Timmy was a popular name. All of those kinds of things. And I stuck out because, my name was different. And most everybody that I went to school with went to a more nominal style, quote unquote, normal church. I was the Pentecostal kid. And when they talked about, their programs at their church, or, if they mentioned something about what they went through or how church went, I wasn't daring to describe the very animated, let's use that word, the very animated and excited version of church that I called normal. I had a few friends in high school over the years there that would come and go to church with me, and their eyes would be wide open. It's like, whoa. Again, I wasn't like everybody else. So I just kind of grew up expecting, I'm about 3 ruts over from the mainstream of things, kind of building on where we were at yesterday. Yah says, you're my children, and you're different. You are a particular set-apart people. I chose you out of the world, and I think, in his words, I think you are a special, treasured possession. Maybe it would be a word of encouragement to someone today to hear the words that Yah thinks a lot more of you than, number one, you think of yourself, and number 2, you think other people think of you. So whoever's opinion you may be struggling with about you, about how you are, how you present yourself, your life choice, your walk according to his commands, your appearance, etc. People may look at you funny, they may distance themselves, they may say things, but there is one who not only likes you, he loves you. And not only loves you, but it's important to know he likes you. And has gone to extreme steps to provide for you and give you entrance into his kingdom and to set things in order for you. And it all may not seem a benefit at the moment, but don't discount the days ahead. Because the benefits of being his people, his chosen and select ones, would become more and more apparent as time goes on. He says, we don't mourn. We're not to mourn the way that those who are in this present world do. I have preached a lot of funerals over the years, and I've seen those that were very staid, quiet, somber, not a lot of emotion, some gentle weeping up front maybe, but nothing overwhelming. I've preached those funerals where people were deeply grieved. I remember being in a situation where a family that I was pastoring, the man's son, who was a notorious person for his lifestyle, died very suddenly, tragically, in an auto accident. And this young man's friends and comrades were in this gathering room, and they were all to pieces because they didn't have any expectation or any hope beyond this immediate life. And to see their friend, their buddy, suddenly laid out in a casket in front of them was a gut punch of reality to them. And it was something quite interesting to behold and to try to offer some form of ministry in the midst of. This world can fall apart. And grief is a horrible thing. We've been through that. It's debilitating. It's heavy. It can be crushing. But God says we don't go to the extremes that the world does, because we have hope and we have anticipation of the kingdom. And we know that our loved one may not be with us physically at the moment and for the foreseeable future, but there's a time of restoration of life, a renewal, a reunion, a reconciliation with them, and we have that hope. And he says we don't live the way that the world lives. The world will eat any and everything that comes into their possession. It's amazing what people will put in their mouth. We can be entertained by the good old boys having their shows, and they're sitting around eating squirrel brains and catfish and all of that kind of thing. Have at it. That's all I can tell you. But don't be surprised when your body goes into health rebellion, because it was just simply not meant to ingest, digest, and process all of that stuff. Yah has given us his instructions on what to eat and not eat because he wants us to be healthy and strong and capable. And he doesn't want our bones and joints and organs to go into rebellion that would limit us to our capacity of physical engagement and bringing about the things of ministry and this present kingdom that is coming. We need to be capable of doing what he asks us to do. So we're to eat well. And then he says at the end of this, that you will tithe without fail all the yield of your grain. That's down in verse 22. In verse 23, you come and eat before Yah. Come to me. Bring me your worship of offerings, your goods. Bring to me what I am asked of you, your first fruits. And worship before me and eat and celebrate and rejoice. Life is hard at times, and we need to laugh. We need to rejoice. So bring to him what is his and rejoice before him. Find a way to do that and love on him in the process. Life should be good. Let's not make it hard. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Thank you so much for your encouraging words, the comments. Thank you for liking videos. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, for subscribing. Be sure you watch Foundations for Life that I do with Mike Clayton on Wednesdays. And our House of David live stream is available as well. Shabbat Shalom to you. Enjoy the videos. Be blessed with the King, and I hope to see you again next week. Shabbat Shalom.